purify the Kaja, right? So a flicker draft.
And a turtle over.
The retribution is not available there, so I don't think Uga Booga had to die. It's a buy one get one free show for Night Horde so far. 1 kill and a turtle on the board, pushing them almost at a 1k lead, Trex.
I mean, and Ramses is doing a good job in the XP, zoning out Nikoko right now. So well played by him overall, but still, we need to see. I think what's going to be crucial for Bloodhounds, I said it once, I'm going to say it again, is him getting involved, him rotating around the map, not kind of hanging out in the XP lane too much, maybe clearing wave and looking for plays elsewhere.
Yeah, and they definitely have to look for some plays. You could already see Uga Booga positioning himself onto the top side. Now, do I think that a flicker grab is going to be able to kill R by himself? I don't think so, especially in this early game situation. But as time goes back, as time scales into that late game, I think Bloodhounds have a significant advantage, especially with the Kaja and Carry paired up together.
A lot of possibilities. Looks like all 4 members of Bloodhounds up in the top side here.
Yep.
Deciding not to go for a play just yet. Momo's on to him as well. Still kind of a slow game. It's 1-0, but Night Horde do have a nice lead. A big knockup on a Momo, and they get the kill. Templess able to just get away here. Oh My Foe looking for a target. Not able to lock on to Uga Booga. Uga Booga will be able to get away just in time.
Yeah, but we did get to see the Purify coming out to play a little bit. Even with the grab coming out from Kaja, the Purify was still able to negate the knockup coming out from Gwenevere. So this Gwen, if he chooses to build tank, I think that's going to be the best advantage that Bloodhounds can get. Use that tank ability to knock up players and just get a lot of that Purify off the board. Now Ramsey did pop the flicker, so one utility wasted before the objective comes up. Night Horde has done super well in terms of the objective focus, but Bloodhounds.
Double knockup from Templess. Does not use the Violent Requiem though. Ramsey also looking for the engage. Turtle getting low. Will go over to Oh My Foe, and now he's going to move on to Ramsey. Boca Roscoe trying to get a little bit of poke, but Ramsey should fall here. Nikoko able to get the kill. Templess now in a bad spot as well. Getting followed by Nikoko. Nikoko pops Violent Requiem, but it's not going to be enough. Sayori able to get the kill.
And I'm starting to see a pattern here for the side of Bloodhounds. Even when they aren't able to get a very clear 50-50, they're still kind of forcing their members to try and get the objectives, which I do think that's going to kind of hurt them in the long run, right? They've dropped kills along with objectives already on the last 2 neutrals. And if they continue this up, I can see that when the Lord does come up, they're going to be losing members left and right, and Night Horde here in a great position.
Yeah, Templess in trouble once again. Night Horde giving Bloodhounds the treatment right now. Not giving them any space to breathe. The nice stun on to sleep. Boca Roscoe trying to poke with the meteors, but the damage isn't there yet. Bloodhounds denied of their own jungle.
Yeah, and Night Horde is still holding strong to a lot of the utilities that they have. The Purifies, all 3 are available. And that's going to smell a lot of trouble for the Gwenevere, but I do think the rest of the team of Bloodhounds have to try and keep it up, right? They have to try and pop the Purifies before it gets used, but it's quite hard as Night Horde is forcing the objectives down the throat of the side of Bloodhounds.
And I mean, the poke just doesn't matter from Boca Roscoe right now, right? Because they get the heal. Ooh. Pretty much the fight has to not happen for them.
And it's hard because Boca is on the backside trying to snipe a lot of the members from Night Horde, but it doesn't seem like the impact is there yet. Side of Bloodhounds just lacking in terms of that significant front line, and they're just struggling, right? Boca is unable to get a few snipes that he's looking for this whole entire game. He is still 0-0-3. The members of Night Horde still cannot touch the Novaria, but if the impact is not there, the damage is not available, and Bloodhound is just losing on a lot of these fights, it's gonna smell a lot of trouble, and it's gonna be quite tough here.
Yeah, Templess needs a big steal here. The knockup does land down. Night Horde have taken control of the top side of the pit. Uga Booga flickers in, gets suppression on into Nikoko. Boca Roscoe to pop out onto that frag arm of Oh My Foe. Gonna get caught up here. Violent Requiem tossed up, knocked up, and taken out. Templess able to bounce back. Night Horde still controlling the pit, but Bloodhounds might need to try to make a play here. They have some time. No retreat on the field for Night Horde.
And it's quite interesting that Bloodhounds actually looked like they were going to lose that fight, especially when Ooga Booga did get poked out. But the response coming through with the Violent Requiem sets up the Barats perfectly for that carry to free hit. And Bloodhounds, with a little bit of hope, does take out the jungler in that fight, stopping the neutral objective for being taken. But how long do they have for the clock? The Barats coming back into play. 10 minutes in, the gold lead is still significant for the side of Night Horde to play with.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, Night Horde's like, fine, we don't even need a retry. We're going to go for this. Oh My Foe does finally get in here. Templess able to get the knock up on Sayori. Is not able to pressure out the Purify, though. And that's what Templess keeps looking for. He's like, maybe I can get him to use the Purify. But as long as all those three members have it, there's nothing you can really do, man. And this is the problem. Like, everything that Bloodhounds brought, Night Horde just denied. And Ramsey able to finally pick up a kill. And hopefully Ramsey can maybe be the saving grace here.
Yeah,
the knockup does land. Hold
up.
on. Oh My Foe taking a lot of damage. Does finally go down. Sleep's able to get the kill. The shred from the Speedy Light Wheel just a little bit too much. Lord also going to get melted. Ramsey with the re-engage. And Night Horde finally pushed back a bit.
Yeah, Night Horde finally seemingly losing a little bit of the small fights here and there. The hope coming back to the side of Bloodhounds, able to get a small pick off, especially going up against the Barats, right? The Barats doesn't have too much mobility paired up against the Divine Judgment and the Speedy Light Wheels. It's a complete burst for the side of Bloodhounds, and now it seems like Bloodhounds have the map available. And talking about their spells, we talked about the Purifies not being popped. I think that's actually fine for the side of Bloodhounds. I think they have to abuse that they don't have that much CC and use that flicker to get onto the action here.
Put damage onto Sleeps there. Suppression does lock on, and Sayori goes down once again. 1, 3, and 4. When Bloodhounds do find their targets, they lock on well. And Oh My Foe and Sayori are definitely taking the brunt of all of this damage.
Yeah, and I think that's a good strategy. You could tell that the Purify has not been popped on the last 2 deaths of the Sayori. That's why I say abusing the fact that 3 of the members on the side of Night Horde have that Purify and just letting the pack just go wild, right? You're not able to purify the pack. You could flicker and run away, but the Purify is just gonna not do too much against the Paquito burst. And we could see it already in the showing. The gold lead has closed back to a 3K, and Bloodhounds right now with a little bit of momentum. Ooga Booga camping on the eye bush, but I don't think there's damage for them to burst any of the members of Night Horde.
Yeah, we're starting to see the problem with the Rafaela, right? Because the only real front line, yes, they have Nikoko, but then it's also Oh My Foe. And anytime Oh My Foe goes in and holds down the front, he's getting knocked up, hit by the Violent Requiem, and then Sleeps is shredding him down. So Night Horde kind of have to recalculate a bit how they engage these fights. They need, I think, if Oh My Foe is going to be holding down the front side, the rest of the team needs to be close by. So that if Templess does come in, they can maybe kill Templess before Bloodhounds kills Oh My Foe.
And Boca is starting to show that there's really no counter to the Novaria so far, but coming in.
Ooh, suppression does come on to Sayori, but the black shoes pop just in time. Ooga Booga now the target under Night Horde, but they're unable to succeed, unable to move forward, and Night Horde is just blunted back. It's like the stiff arm in a game of football, man. Every time they try to advance, the meteors come from Boca Roscoe, and the rest comes from, oh, wait a second, a little bit of damage on Nikoko. The frag armor is popped. Ramsey makes a couple shots to the face from R. Dashes in, looking for the last one, but unable to connect. Another meteor strikes back, and Ooga Booga finally goes down. But a big knockup onto all 4 members from the Lord Templess, able to get a nice spot into the midst of this Lord's Pit, and it's a 50-50, and Boca Roscoe takes it. But Ramsey should go down for this one, make it Templess as well, and Boca Roscoe is the only one left standing.
It's a 4 members for the Lord for the side of Bloodhounds. It's a good thing that they did take that Lord, but Night Horde has 5 of the members standing, and I don't think the Novaria has the ability to be able to defend against this.
Oh my lord, that's a lot of damage from R. 5, 0, and 2 on a Bruno.
10 seconds.
Oh, Boca Roscoe gone along with the base. Night Horde take the game.
A 14-minute game performance coming out from Night Horde, taking the victory 14-8. 8. And of course, the side of Night Horde pretty much took this game quite convincingly against the veteran players of Bloodhounds. 14, 8, and 37 is going to be the overall scoreboard. Some high assists coming across the team. And once again, I just did not feel like the Novaria was having enough time to scale, or the front line of the side of Bloodhounds just did not hold up for Novaria to get those snipes in.
Yeah, very well played by Night Horde, even in the moments where maybe there was a chance for Bloodhounds to come back. Night Horde keeps it together, they keep it composed, and they continue to get those objectives. They continue to get the wins, and even when they finally lost that one objective, Bloodhounds risked a little bit too much, lost too much, and Night Horde cleans up the game before the Lord even comes out.
Yeah, and the Barats has still been a significantly strong showing. The Raphael honestly has done significantly well there too, especially paired up against the Novaria, right? The second skill should be able to kind of purify a lot of the slow mobility that Novaria is producing. And the Raphael, I honestly feel like it was a great counter there. I know it's not been a traditional roam, but to be able to see it back in play, especially paired up with a great front line, has proven to be extremely difficult for any teams to handle.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a problem. Yeah, I'm wondering if that's going to become a thing that we see a lot, right? Like we saw from BTK earlier, the same type of composition. Now we're seeing it from Night Horde. It's definitely something that is slowly kind of leaking into the NACT meta. And how common is this going to be? I'm kind of excited for it because it's a composition that we haven't really seen in a while. Like that support, you know, Rafaela, yeah, the Ube, man. You know, to not keep on reusing the same words, but yeah, the Ube strat is back in action in NACT.
Yeah, and you know, the side of Night Horde is definitely using that to their advantage. I do think Barats is going to be the key element here, doing a lot of damage and having a lot of that sustainability, and paired up with the rework on the ultimate, giving him that dash, has proven to be quite a good change for the little dinosaur. But I do think we have a few replays coming up, Trex, so potentially we're going to see that last exciting game in action once again.
Yeah, definitely a couple spicy replays coming in. I'm excited to see how exactly they did it. Night Horde feeling very strong. We're about 7 minutes in right here, and this is where we saw some of the possibilities from the side of Bloodhounds. But even though they were able to get pickoffs here and there, they weren't able to get the objective. And then when they did finally get objectives, they weren't able to stay alive. So definitely something lacking.
Definitely something lacking here. You can see Foe getting shut off, and this is where Bloodhounds, I felt like they got a very good pick off on the objective, right? For the first time in the last 3 turtles, they were losing out members for the neutral objective, but this time around they had a good team fight, and now the Lord is coming up. I also thought that this was a good fight for Bloodhounds, but it just feels like the sustain and the Raphael just slowing and healing the members, just too much sustain for the side of Bloodhounds. They end up losing 4 of the members in this team fight. They did get the Lord, but the game was lost in the hands of Night Horde.
Yeah, and I mean, one of the big problems towards the end there was, you know, you mentioned that they couldn't find Bocarasco, but also Bloodhounds could not get to R. He just had this wall around him of strong heroes. He had the heal and the movement speed coming from Momo. It was a problem, and once he got to 4-0, 5-0, was really scaling. I mean, he's probably one of the biggest crit heroes, one of the highest just like burst damage marksmen there are. Being able to like two-shot just about anybody, and it became a major problem.
Yeah, and I do think maybe potentially switching up the matchup could have been a little bit better, like putting the pack up early against the Bruno that only has the Purify, right? Putting him up there, so potentially he has the kill pressure against the Bruno, but this time around the Bruno was able to prevail, got the crits that he needs to be able to just dominate any of the front lines that Bloodhounds really did not have, right? When you set up the mages for the long range mages like the Novaria or even the Lilia, you want to have people in the front to sustain the damage, to hold the people in place. But the only thing that Bloodhounds had was the Kaja. The pack was a damage Paquito. The Guinevere had 3 purifies waiting for him just for the knockup. right? So it was really extremely hard for any of the members of Bloodhounds to sustain the front line for Boca Roscoe to be able to cycle through his spells and deal the damage that was necessary for them to be able to win any of those team fights.
I like it. So now coming into game 2, you know, Night Horde looking for the sweep, Bloodhounds trying to get the reverse sweep. Like, what's the change up here? I think we both agreed that maybe the Kaja pick would have been a little better with something along the, something a bit
Utility.
bulky or something, yes, or just something that could maybe get some group CC, you know, an actual tank, right? Not a support tank. Is it the draft? Is it gameplay? Is it a little bit of both? What are your thoughts on it?
Well, I definitely feel like the side of Bloodhounds, they lacked their traditional strategy where Boca always plays these late game far ranging mages, right? The Sicilian that he has in his pocket, also the Navaria, setting up a good front line to stop the movements of Night Horde should be prioritized. For example, the Fredrin in the jungle has that CC, has that built-in Petrify. You can also build in something like the Lapu Lapu or Yu Zong, where there is a knock-up and stun available there. But the pack, along paired up with the Kaja, just did not provide the front line that the side of Bloodhounds was that they were lacking and that they really desperately needed there.
I mean, there was definitely an issue, right? I think when it came to draft. Also, a little bit of I would like to see a bit more movement from Ramses. I think once he did get involved with the Paquito, we could see the difference in some of those team fights. They had the opportunity to maybe come back, but it was just a little bit too late. I think this time I would like to see him be a bit more proactive. We saw from some other EXP laners in previous games, EXP laners like Milo, EXP laners from other teams, you have to be proactive. EXP lane is so important in the meta right now, especially when it comes to first, second turtle, mid game, being able to tip the scales of these fights and instead of making a 3v3, make it a 4v3, you know, things of that nature.
And I also think that the pickup on the Barats was so great for the side of Night Horde. We've seen the Barats pretty much scale and snowball in majority of these games. I think Barats hasn't really taken a significant loss yet today. I'm not sure about the other days, but the Barats has been such a strong pickup that I do think that the side of Bloodhounds, if they're not able to take it, maybe look to ban out that hero. So far, it just doesn't seem like there is a great counter to that. Even if the carry is being picked up against it, it just does not feel like it's a true counter so far. The Barats just has that mobility to just go around the map, farm up every single creep, and nobody can deal a lot of damage early on. So finding something that can respond to the Barats, banning it out or prioritizing it in your lineup, I think could make a difference between the wins and the losses in this series.
I think the ban is definitely a thought. Barats is slowly just inching towards, like, yeah, I mean, he's dominating, man. His win record, I would love to see stats on all the win records and everything. I'm sure a little later on in the season, even if we don't have him like as a card, some of us casters will figure them out, look him up on Liquipedia and stuff, because he is definitely just dominating right now, no matter what team he's on. And it's something that some teams are going to have to worry about as we move forward. We're starting to see heroes like the Noland and the Joy not really even get banned out or picked as much anymore. So there is room for things like the Barats. There is room to start slotting in different bans, and a lot of teams have just been banning differently than others. We're seeing the Matilda get picked up more. Some teams letting that through. So I think it's definitely a thought that maybe Bloodhounds ban that out. Maybe just completely try to make this next game very different than the last one. Not only in their own draft, but forced Night Horde to pick a little bit differently as well.
Yeah, and in order for Night Horde to pick a little bit differently, I think the strategy has to be in place for them. Again, this is the team that has been quite traditional in the sense where they have the same exact players. Their strategy is in place. Boca plays the long range mage. They have that fighter style utility jungler. I know Tempest is this time around with the Guinevere, but when they had Easy Peasy, it was always about the Martis, the Exborg, the Fredrin, where it's a lot more utility based. I do feel like if they kind of go with the strategy of building up that front line for Boca to scale, they might have a better opportunity this time around. And I also think Uga Booga, right? This time around, he decides to go for the meta pick, but we all know he's been quite renowned for something like the Hylos or the Bellaric. So, or even the Khalid can come out to play. So I do think there is an element of strategy where they could surprise the opponents, pick up some of their comfort picks, and try to get this game up and going. Because again, if they do not get a point here, they're going to be bumped down very far down the ladder.
So you want the exact opposite of me, right? Like I keep saying Bloodhounds just stick to the strategy, just pick regular, and you're like, nah man, bring in that Ooga Booga Khalid, baby, let's run it. And I mean, yes, it's secure the video, and I guess like at game 2 when you're down, when it's match point, yeah, I could get behind that. I could get behind, yeah, let's just go comfort. Let's just pick up something you guys know you feel good on. That way, at least if you lose, you know, you lose on what you like playing. Definitely a possibility. If they do pick things like that, then it still has to mesh well, right? And, you know, if they're going to put Bocarasco on a late game scaling mage, someone who needs to get golden, needs to kind of power scale up, they need to pick a composition that works around that. And that's where I think they're they're picking what they like, or they're picking what's good, or they're picking just counters, but not, I feel like they're not thinking about their own composition as a whole, right? About what is needed to make sure this hero shines, what is needed here to make sure this hero is able to complete its job. So I think they're definitely, and that's kind of always been the problem with Bloodhounds, right? It's kind of always been the issue. They're a great team. They have the mechanics. They have the skill to get to top 8, but these are the small things that they need to tighten up if they want to be a top 4, top 3. And Nighthorde seems to be a little ahead this year. They have this new roster, and the roster's playing well, man. From micro mechanics to draft to macro, they're doing everything that needs to be done. Now, this is a flash from the past right here. We got the real deal draft screen coming in, and I miss it.
Yeah, the first phase has already gone through. Bloodhounds picking up the Faramis, the Tigreal, and also the Claude, going up against the response that Nighthorde has. It's going to be the Fredrin, the Arlott, and also the Navaria. So a little bit of a switch up. This time around, Sayori is going to be on that mage, but Boca has been pretty known for the Faramis. But this time, the difference is Nighthorde has the CC in the front, right? The Arlott has a lot of stuns and, you know, disabilities to go onto the back line of the side of Bloodhounds, and also the Fredrin is going to be very, very hard to deal with. And now paired up with the Minotaur, it's a little bit of an overkill on my perspective. I feel like Nighthorde needs a little bit more damage at this point, because if they do end up picking something like a Carry or maybe the Bruno, the Navaria still takes time to scale. The Marksman is going to take time to, you know, get onto whoever the front line is from the side of Bloodhounds. And I think Bloodhounds have a much more well-rounded comp this time around, especially when you compare to the game on the last time.
Yeah, definitely very well-rounded from Bloodhounds. I have to agree. We kind of jumped right in the middle of the draft, so I'm, you know, getting my grips on everything. They get the Claude this time. They have Shred. They have some answers. They also have the Faramis, which is something we know they've liked to pick before. And they have big set potential. I like this much more. I think even if you're losing with this type of draft, you have opportunity. They have, just like last time, you know, just like we've seen before, they have a lot of their boxes checked. They have late game, they have early, they have mid. They have a lot of possibilities here, but the Minotaur could be the wrench to kind of deal, or the problem to deal with that, Faramis overall. If Nighthorde gets too grouped up and that one big Minoan's Fury comes down, it could be a problem.
Oh man, but we get to see the Levi in action here. This is a great skin. I'm super excited for a lot of these skins. And honestly, the Claude, we also got a rework on the Mech Dragon, so it's going to be quite the fashion show this time around. But take us into the game 2.
Yeah, we're going to be jumping into the land of Dawn. Nothing fancy here. We're keeping it old school at NACT right now. And I'm excited for it. Nighthorde sitting at match point. Bloodhounds looking for the comeback.
Yeah, and you know, we're trying to jump into the match, but it seems like we got a small technical difficulties. I do want to talk about the Lapu Lapu that Ramsey is on. I've seen him play this hero quite a bit, and he's been shown to have extreme dominance on that hero. We did see Mikasa yesterday pull out the Lapu Lapu. Huge impact, level 4 on a lot of the objectives. I'm going to be projecting that Mr. Ramsey himself is going to be doing the same thing here in their match point.
All right, here we go. Yue, you take us in this time.
Yeah, so guys, welcome to the Land of Dawn. It is between Bloodhounds this time around up against Night Horde. It is match point for the Dragons here. Bloodhounds looking and finding a way to defend against the new team that Night Horde is.
I love it. I love it, UA. Felt good, looks
Put
good,
me on the
sounds
spot.
good. Here we go, boys. Let's jump on in. Now, any win cons? I know we both, we got acquainted with the draft real quick. Now that you've had some time, what do you think is important for each team here?
Well, for the side of Bloodhounds, I think they have to put a lot of pressure onto the carry, right? The Navaria is going to be pushing the lanes, clearing the waves by himself. And you can see they are even pressuring onto this mid side, not letting her hit the wave. So a little bit of deny early on. And I think they're using that advantage that the Minnow does not have a great early game. Now, the damage dealers of Night Horde is very obvious. It's the Navaria, which is a little bit hard to catch without a dive, and also the carry. Right? If they can shut down the carry, especially early on, Night Horde is going to be lacking in a lot of damage. You can see the aggressiveness coming out from Bloodhounds. They know they have the advantage. They know they have the clear, and they're able to kind of shove the side of Night Horde away from their minions so early on in this match.
I mean, Bloodhounds with the ability to kind of zone and control river, they're going to have the advantage in some of this laning phase, and that is something that Night Horde had last game. And this time, if Bloodhounds can kind of scale and get this early game under their control, they do have some big snowball possibilities. If Tempest can get a kill in early on, if Ooga Booga hits this level 4 quickly and they make a big turner,
no.
maybe not. Ooga Booga in a little bit of trouble, forced back, and that's going to be one member down for this turtle fight.
Yeah, and Ooga Booga is a little bit greedy on that clear. He decided to use his second skill paired with his first to get that wave clear. But top side, Boca is able to pick up the first blood for the side of Bloodhounds. A little bit of a comeback in terms of the momentum, but is Templest going to be in position for this 50-50?
I mean, now he is, and not only that, they're up a member. Oh my foe, still able to secure it though. Templest gonna maybe look for something here. Momo in a little bit of trouble. Boca looking for the drag back. The Shadow Stampede, but Templest isn't there to capitalize. And a nice stun on 3 members, but still not enough damage. A big final slash. Now Bloodhound's in trouble. Ramses takes out Momo, but Ramses may fall, gets the bravest fighter. The stun on Oh My Foe, but Oh My Foe picks up the kill. It's a 2-for-1 into the hands of Night Horde.
Yeah, but the gold lead is still quite close. 2 for 2, 3 minutes in. Both could be anyone's game so far. Bloodhounds, though, they do have a much better opening this time around compared to the last. It feels like they have a little bit more control in a lot of these team fights. They're able to get that pick off that we were kind of emphasizing in the game 1, right? They were getting picked off after objectives on each of the turtle, but this time around they're the ones that get that pick off. Now the gold lead is quite close, and Mr. Bossy on the top side with the Lapu taking care of business, getting that advantage all the way on the top side of the map.
Yeah, Ramses, aka Sir Bossy. The Lapu is definitely a signature pick for him. He's comfortable on it. He's feeling good on it, and we're seeing exactly why. Nikoko on the Arlot is just getting bullied right now. Up in the top side, you can see Ramses on the minimap cutting lane, just keeping Nikoko back. You see no minions under that tower.
Yeah, but I do think that the side of Night Horde have a great CC comp for a lot of the big team fights, right? They got 3 of the biggest frontliners. They got the Arlot, the Fredrin, and also the Minone. So that's going to be quite a bit of CC for the side of Night Horde to kind of deal with. But the counter engagement for Ooga Booga, especially early on, has been quite good. He got a 3-man implosion early on, and I could expect the same thing going once again. He has the flicker available. Members are closing in onto the mid side.
Ooh, a lot of damage on it. Oh, snipe shot, locked and loaded. Sayori
Sniper
picking up the kill. Last time Sayori was on the Lilia, and I felt like was maybe a little bit too aggressive, kept kind of jumping in and not able to pop the black shoes in time. This time, a long-range mage may be the perfect choice for her. Turtle getting chipped down. Oh My Foe looking for the angle. Can you get the steal once again? Templest able to get it this time. But a little bit of damage does come down. Ooga Booga with the flicker and push back on to Nikoko, but wait, Bloodhounds still falling. Nikoko with the vengeance, picking up Templest. Ooga Booga goes down. Oh My Foe finds Ramses as well, and Night Horde find the swing, find the tempo. Nikoko with the vengeance under the tower. does not have the final slash right now. Sayori maybe looking for a snipe shot here. Does not land onto Bocarasco, but it's 6-4 now, and Nighthorde take the lead.
Yeah, it's a small bloodbath coming out from both teams. Nighthorde able to take that little fight. 3-4-1 there. Momo is going to be the only one that falls. So Bloodhounds actually kind of going behind now in terms of some of these skirmishes themselves. I do think that Boca has to be in a better position, right? He popped the cold altar a little bit early. The knockup comes through from Momo, and the side of Nighthorde is just able to capitalize on that. And also the implosion only hitting onto Momo with the rotations coming down from that R-lot was just a little bit too much to handle for the side of Bloodhounds.
And I think the big turnaround there is Momo hitting that flicker Minoan's Fury. And there's the difference. There's the importance, because he was able to get 3 members. Ooga Booga only catches 1. And those are the moments that change a game.
Yeah, but now for the side of Bloodhounds, it seems like they still have an advantage across the map here. Foe looking to see if he could bite off a little bit, but I don't think the side of Nighthorde is going to choose to fully engage onto this, right? It seems like Bloodhounds, they still have the map in their favor, and they're just using Bossy as kind of like the frontline lead. Wherever Bossy goes, they're going to try to get the win off of that map, and the top side tower now has fallen for the side of Nighthorde. Even though Nighthorde seems like they're winning in some of these small skirmishes, Bossy has been proven to be a very, very hard problem, and I don't know if they have the response to deal with Sir Bossy here.
Ooh, and Sayori also starting to pack a big punch with those meteors, and Sayori's always connecting onto the members that matter. Either targeting out.
For honor!
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
A true knight never says die.
First blood.
Together we are the Light's Order. We fight to the end.
An enemy has been slain. You have slain an enemy.
A true hero has come to help. To protect our homeland is a knight's duty.
You have been slain.
Although I'm walking in the frost,
Killing
the
spree.
warmth of my heart will not dissipate. War benefits none. Expectation is a burden.
You have been slain.
No, not now.
Mega kill. An enemy has been slain.
I stand for the Empire. March on. Sound the horn of Banish the darkness! A real man never hides in the bush. Beneath the lighting of glory,
Ally has been slain. Killings.
even death cannot deprive our iron will.
Executed. An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
A costly victory. Our faith illuminates and banish the darkness!
Ally has been slain. Enemy double kill. Shut down. Wait for me. Request backup. Execute.
We are the shield of the
Request
people!
backup. An enemy has been slain.
precious legacy of a great warrior. All
Your
glories to
team
the
destroyed
Empire.
a turret.
Banish the darkness!
Your team destroyed a turret.
All glories to the Empire!
An enemy has been slain.
To protect our homeland is a knight's duty. This hammer is the most precious legacy of a great warrior.
Enemy killings. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Expectation can be a burden.
Wait for me. Killing spree.
Banish the darkness!
You have slain an enemy.
Together we are the Light's Order. We fight to the end.
You have slain an enemy.
I
Our
stand
turret
for
has
the
been
Empire.
destroyed. Mega kill. Your team destroyed a turret.
Banish the darkness!
Our turret has been destroyed.
Although I'm walking in the frost, the warmth of the heart.
Shut down. Unstoppable.
A true hero has come to help!
Killing spree. An enemy has been slain. Your team destroyed a turret.
A true knight never says die.
An enemy has been slain. You destroyed a turret.
Banish the darkness!
Ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
I do not back out. I lead with honor.
Request backup.
As I am the vanguard of the Light's Order. A real man never hides in the bush.
Monster kill.
Ha! Bloodstains.
Banish the darkness!
Double kill. Shut down. Godlike.
Even death cannot deprive our iron will.
Request backup. Been slain. An ally has been slain. Shut down. Your team destroyed a turret.
War benefits none.
You have slain an enemy. Request backup.
March on. Sound
Our
the
turret is
horn.
under attack and destroyed.
This hammer is the most precious legacy of
An
a
enemy
great
has been
warrior.
slain. You have slain an enemy.
We are the shield of the people.
An enemy has been slain. Our inhibitor turret is under attack.
To protect our homeland is a knight's duty. I stand for the Empire.
Ally has been slain. Our turret is under attack. Team destroyed the turret. Killing spree. Our turret has been destroyed.
A costly victory each pale and weak.
Mega kill. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
A true hero has come
An
to
enemy
help.
has been slain.
Banish the darkness!
Beneath the lining of glory, bloodstains.
Your team destroyed an enemy has been slain.
Together we are the Light's Order. We fight to the end.
Shut down. Victory!
I don't run from my problems. I... People.
I am the moonlight that breaks through. I am the moonlight that breaks through the darkness. I am the moonlight that breaks through the darkness. I am the moonlight that...
People say
For honor!
Hanabi, Sanjo.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
Hellfire enlivens Higanbana. I always remember my enemies. Seiyasu!
First blood! An enemy has been slain! Ally has been slain! Akakage no chikara! Seiyasu! Watashi ni kago wo! Just let go! Enemy double kill!
I will not succumb to nightmares. Burn and
An enemy has been slain! Ally has been slain! An enemy has been slain! An ally has been slain!
you win some, you lose some. Now I understand. Seiyasu! Watashi ni kago wo!
An enemy has been slain!
Hellblade!
Ally has been slain! Ally has been slain!
Face the power of a scar.
Enemy double kill!
I won't get lost. I will not succumb to nightmares.
Enemy rampage!
Seiyasu! I'm not fixated on winning. Not anymore.
Ally has been slain! Ally has been slain! Request backup! Norse!
Seiyasu!
Enemy killing spree! Our enemy has destroyed! Shut down! Enemy unstoppable!
今夜は月が綺麗。
Killing spree!
Patience will bloom.
Our turret is under attack!
We forge ahead together, into like two parallel lines.
Launch attack! Okay,
The shore is never as far away as it seems.
Higambana! An enemy has requested backup! Ally has been slain. Your team destroyed a turret. Enemy double.
I won't get lost. I will not succumb to nightmares.
Ally has been slain.
Dazzling, but dangerous.
Request backup.
Fear. It drives you. Lusting for power makes them weak.
Enemy godlike. Ally has been slain.
I won't get lost.
Our turret has been destroyed. Shut down. Launch attack.
Understood.
I will not succumb to nightmares.
Legendary.
Higambana knows what I deserve.
Ally has been slain.
Lusting for
Our turret is under attack. Ally has been slain. Our turret has been destroyed. Ally has been slain.
今夜は月が綺麗ね。
An enemy has been slain. Legendary.
The shore is never as far away as it seems.
Our turret is under attack. Higambana! Our turret is under attack. Enemy grounded.
I won't get lost.
Our turret has been destroyed. Our turret is under attack.
I will not succumb to nightmares.
Request backup. Shut down. Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Killing spree. Our turret is under attack.
We
Our
forged
turret
ahead
is under
together
attack.
like two parallel lines.
Executed. Our inhibitor Gather up the
Endurance is
Lord!
my
Under
best
attack.
companion. Burn and bloom.
Ally has been slain. Lord! Say it through! Your turret is under attack. Shut down! Enemy legendary! Ally has Our turret is under attack. Slain. Our turret has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain.
Konyo,
Ally has
Hina
been
kirei ne.
slain.
I always remember my enemies. There's much I've learned from them.
Killing spree!
You don't need to reach the pinnacle to bloom. Hanabi.
Ally has been slain. Your team destroyed a turret. Ally has been slain. Mega kill! Double kill! Our inhibitor turret is under attack.
Withered and broken.
You have been slain.
I won't get lost.
Ally has been slain.
I will not succumb to nightmares.
Request backup has been slain. Monster kill. An enemy has been slain. Enemy killing spree. The enemy has slain. Our inhibitor turret is under attack. Shut down. Our turret has been destroyed. Enemy double kill. Our base is under attack.
For honor!
3,000 worlds, and not a single worthy foe.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed! Request backup!
The worst thing in the world. Having no one to fight. Who here is worthy? With invincibility comes solitude. Tear them to shreds! I'll show you what fighting really is. These blades are my teeth. And I'm all bite and no bark.
Your team destroyed the turret! An enemy has been slain! You have been slain.
What defeat
Request backup!
means nothing. The worst thing in the world. Having no one to fight.
Wait for me. Request backup!
Feel my wrath!
Ally has been slain.
I'll show you what fighting really is.
Killing spree! You have slain an enemy!
Ashura!
You have slain an enemy.
Who here is worthy?
An enemy has been slain.
These blades are my teeth. And I'm all bite and...
You have been slain.
Tear them to shreds!
Wait for me. I'll take the buff. Your team destroyed a turret. An enemy has been
With
slain.
invincibility comes solitude. Ashura!
Slain an enemy. Mega kill.
The worst thing in the world. Having no one to fight.
Ally has been killing spree.
Ashura!
Your team destroyed a turret. Enemy rampage.
I'll show you what fighting really is.
Well played. Request backup.